Do you know that Manchester United can make it to the Europa League without finishing 5th or 6th? Let me explain. Everything goes down to the FA Cup. If Manchester United wins the FA Cup, we stand a chance of making it to Europe. Now, judging with the current Premier League table, you know, say for that Premier League table now, the 5th is Tottenham, the 6th is Newcastle, the 7th is Chelsea, while the 8th is Manchester United. Okay, first 4, of course, we go to Champions League. Now, the 5th and the 6th, we go to Europa, while the 7th goes to Conference League. Now, check it this way. If Manchester United wins the FA Cup final against City, we stand a chance of going to the Europa League with the club at the 5th position. We get a chance of going to the Europa League with the club at the 5th position. That is, if Tottenham finishes 5th, or Newcastle, or maybe Chelsea, they finish 5th, and we win the FA Cup final, we are going to go to the Europa League with the club that finished 5th. Now, the club that finished 6th, we now go to conference. Hope you are understanding what I'm saying. The club that finished 6th, we now go to conference. While the club that finished 7th won't have any slot in European competition. Let me come again. From the 5th, the first 4, of course, normally we go to Champions League. It will not be the first 5 because, you know, German club and La Liga, even Serie A, they made it to Champions League semi-finals and all that. No English club went there. So because of that and all the calculation they did, first 5th will not be going to Champions League in the Premier League. It is also first 4th. From the the title winners to the 4th team at the table, which is currently Arsenal, judging by the table right now. Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, and Aston Villa. Now the 5th is Tottenham. The 6th is Newcastle. 7th Chelsea. 8th Manchester United. Even if we should remain at 8th position and win the FA Cup final against Manchester City, we are going to go to the Europa League with the club that finished 5th. Whether Tottenham, whether Newcastle, whether Chelsea. Depending. We are going to go to Europa League with that club. Now, the other way around. And if we go there, the club that now finished 6th at the table, whether Newcastle, whether Chelsea, we now go to Conference League. Yes, the club will now go to Conference League. The other way around. If we didn't win the FA Cup against Manchester City, which I think it will be a very difficult game, despite the poor form, despite the weakness, despite the shots we are conceding this season, I think it will be a very difficult game for Manchester City. Yes. If we end up say we no win the FA Cup against Manchester City, the table will just stand. That is, first 4th we go to Champions League, 5th and 6th Europa, 7th Conference League. You understand what I talk now? So Manchester United stand a chance of going to the Europa League. After all the things we happen this season, after everything will happen along the line, how we reach the FA Cup final, from beating Liverpool to beating Coventry in that shameful 3-3 draw, after everything will happen, we still have a chance of making it to Europe. It is left for us to decide. Now we go decide this one. You get the point? After everything, we happen to be lucky. We lost this cup last season against the same Manchester City. That shouldn't be happening this season. Even if all the whole team is injured, figure a way out to win Manchester City. Please, Eric Ten Hag, just figure a way out to win Manchester City. We need European football next season. And we also need that trophy. Very important for you as the manager. Very, very important. With all this weak squad, you managed to win a trophy at your first season. Nearly doubled it, but lost against the same City. Now this season, you still have a chance of lifting a trophy. After being at the bottom of the Champions League, after all the drama, After letting Chelsea top you at the table with goal difference though, you still stand the chance of lifting a trophy that will do you a favor in European football, which means that we are going to elevate to Europa League. It is left for us to decide. Don't play Lisandro Martinez in any Premier League game. The target should be the FA Cup final. Yes, 100%. The target should be the FA Cup final. Am I having high hopes? I won't tell you I'm having high hopes. Because I know, say, if Manchester United should invest in that game, it will be very difficult for City. We have to go into penalties. It will be very difficult for City. Manchester United needs that cup, 100%. And we also need European sports. We also need to make it to European football. That will be one of the greatest things that has happened to us this season. Apart from that, it will go down to being a very, very poor season for Erik ten Hag. You have the chance to make it to Europa football. Don't play Lisandro Martinez against Arsenal tomorrow, against Newcastle and against Brighton. Not that if we manage to get a point, 3 points or any points there, fine. But don't risk Lisandro Martinez. Maybe you can play him at the last game of the season, which is against Brighton, so he can be match fit and all that, and prepare for the FA Cup final. That is the target right now. Now, FA Cup final be the target. I don't know for you. I don't know for you. But as it stands now, the target now is the FA Cup final. So, win the FA Cup final, make it to Europa League. As simple as that. You know it will be very hard for City to go trophyless. It will be very hard for them to go trophyless. They are now fighting for 2 trophies. The title and FA Cup. Arsenal is very serious. Arsenal is very serious. And we have them next, tomorrow. They are very, very serious. I don't think I care what happens in that game. My own focus now is the FA Cup final. And it is left for Manchester United. It is left for Erik ten Hag to decide whether you want to make Man United win that cup. We need that cup. 100%. We need that cup. Please. Please. The injury is too much. I know that. Everything is upended. Everything is not going fine. But we need that FA Cup final. Secure that cup for Manchester United. Have a spot at the Europa League. Even if you finish 11th, even if you finish 10th, it's a poor season already. It is a poor season already. The first season that we are losing to Crystal Palace home and away in the history of Manchester United. The first season we are conceding 80-something goals since 1973, if I should be correct, or 1972. It is a worst season already. Focus at the FA Cup final. You know, you are a manager that likes playing your strongest squad. That is, if you have been noticing how Erik ten Hag plays, he loves playing his strongest squad. Please don't risk Erik ten Hag against any game. I'm not ready to risk Erik ten Hag. And I'm not ready to risk Lisandro Martinez. If FA Cup final can't reach now, they can't tell us say the injury. It doesn't make sense. It's better to preserve him, maybe substitute him around. I'm not saying that he is the only player, understand me. I'm not saying that Lisandro Martinez is the only player to give us that trophy, no. But the presence of Lisandro Martinez there, the leadership mentality, the composure, a lot will be added to any game that Lisandro Martinez plays if he is 100% fit. So, get the point now. Not that I'm putting all the loads on Lisandro Martinez, no. But I will like Erik ten Hag to substitute Lisandro Martinez at 80-something minutes or 70-something minutes against Brighton, just to make him to be match fit and play him full-time against Manchester City. It is left for us to decide. We need European football next season. We need European football. This is a chance of getting it. Don't misuse it. Don't misuse it. Don't misuse it. So that is it. That's the update I want to bring to you about our chance, about the chance we have getting to European football. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think Erik ten Hag will surprise the fans by making it work out, or do you think that we are still going to be disappointed as usual? As usual. Get into the comments and make I know what you think about this particular thing. I want to know what you think about them. write am for the comment section. I'm always happy to know that. Once more, my name is IKEDINACHUKWU. Thank you for watching up to this point. Nayo. Thank you.